We left Forward Harbour at 7:30, heading to Lagoon Cove, 35 miles, ETA noon. About 16 miles along the eastern side is Port McNeill, which could be a safe place to stop if the winds pick up. However, we had calm seas. Another 7 miles and we turned into Havana Channel, followed by Chatham Channel, finally through Blowhole, before docking at Lagoon Cove. When we docked at Lagoon Cove, we discovered that Tonto had anchored around the corner, but one other boat off-piste, who is another Alaska-bound boat, tied up in front of us. That made for 2 boats, which was very unusual this time of year. The hiking is great here and gives us an opportunity for a good workout. Kelly and Dan are great hosts and provide us with steamed prawns for happy hour. This happens every day. We enjoyed spending time with the couple from off-piste, Kelly and Dan. I had painted their marina and presented the oil painting to them. There is a lot of maintenance being done at the marina, and everything should be ready in a couple of weeks when all the boats will visit. Tomorrow morning, we're off to Sointula for a couple of days.
Oh, this is us leaving Lagoon Cove. Always good times here. We had a really good happy hour. Only one other boat, and Tonto was anchored down in the lagoon there, but they left early this morning, and hopefully we'll see them. We're on our way to Sointula right now. It's a beautiful day, lots of rain and low clouds, but still nice. And there's a really good shot of Lagoon Cove. There we go. Whoops. It's beautiful weather for a boat ride this morning. We're just out of Lagoon Cove into Cleo Channel on our way to Sointula. And we're just passing these 2 fish farms, one off the port. That's Cleo Channel down there. There's a sailboat way in front of us, and the fish farm on the other side. We had an amazing discussion last night about fish farms and how the technology has improved, and what technology is coming and the advancements for the future. And the fact that 75% of the salmon eaten in the world today comes from fish farms, it has to be something to consider. Something else to consider is our little window wiper gadget there. It's like a poor man's windshield wipers. It's 2 pieces held together by a fairly powerful magnet with a squeegee on the outside, and you can see the tether holding the piece on the outside just in case you take the piece on the inside off. But it works really well. You can see the window's fairly clear. You can see through it. Every once in a while I just move it up and down around the window and off comes the water. Makes it really easy. I don't know if we can see on the camera that sailboat that's way up in front of us, but we'll be catching up to him in about an hour. Well, we'll sign off, and when we get to Sointula or wherever we stop, we'll hopefully fly the drone. Too wet right now, and put something up tonight.
We've just put the drone up into the air and we're flying by the harbour of Sointula. There's the Burger Barn, the Red Shack, which has wonderful meals, takeout meals. And there's a scrapyard, pretty big. And that's quite a view of the harbour itself, and you can see that it looks like there's lots of room, but many of the spaces are reserved, and a lot of fishing boats. And there we see some couple of look like derelict houses hanging over the water, but behind them many beautiful homes. And there's a lookout sort of towards Port McNeill, although a little bit south. And there's the breakwater. And at this point I think Frank has lost the drone. Oh, there it is. That's a lovely red house on the water. Oh, here we go again, spinning around. Oh, the breakwater of Sointula. And back to an overall view of the outskirts of Sointula. And there's the marina again. And I think the drone's going to come in for a landing. We'll be able to see our boat soon. Hopefully. And we're coming down. And there's the wharf that a lot of people drive up and leave their cars there so they can drop off their belongings. And we're coming in for a landing. And there's a lovely red fishing boat right across from us, and we'll see it shortly. Just dropping down over early. There's the green oarboard rower on the port side. And we should get there's the shot of the red fishing boat. Beautiful. We are approaching Port McNeill, and a little bit overcast, but a lot better than it's been. At least we don't have water up in the fly bridge like we had before.
We intend to spend a couple of days here before we go up the channel on our starboard side here and stop in Clam Bay before crossing crossing Cape Caution on Wednesday. Wednesday looks like the best weather to cross the Cape, and then into Fury Cove to spend the night before going on our way up towards Shearwater. I think we're going to stop in Ocean Falls first.
There's an overhead view of the two marinas. The one on the right is Port McNeill North Island Marina, and the one on the left is a public dock. You can see that the docks are fairly empty, and that's because a lot of the boats that were passing through took their chance a couple of days ago to head around Cape Caution. There has been a lot of wind during the past week, 20 to 40 knots, and if you see a break, then you take it. There's Port McNeill. Right now the sky looks fairly nice, some blue sky, but still lots of wind. So, there's another view of North Island Marina, and after the drone took this video, the docks filled up very quickly. It looks like Wednesday is a good day to go around Cape Caution. There's more blue sky. But in a couple of hours, it was pouring rain.